I got drafted in 2008 Super Draft to FC Dallas. I had just turned 17 in November, so I got drafted in January. I got picked 8th overall in the first round, and I was kind of expecting to go to Chicago because I was hometown, all the blog websites and things. So I was going to go back to Chicago, and I was stoked. I would have been with my family and my friends, and Patrick Nyarko was still available, so they picked him. Well, I'm like, all right, no worries. They had the 12th pick as well. I didn't even know Dallas was at all interested. And all of a sudden I hear from Chicago Magic. And I thought to myself, I'm the only person here from the Magic. So all right, here we go. I'm going to Dallas, that's cool. It was really just a happy time. I mean, they gave you, the jersey, and I was wearing the jersey and the scarf and the hat. And it was a really cool day. After my first preseason, being at 17, the first game of the season I was on the bench against Chivas USA, and that was really cool. I won the #2 position, and consequently, the low was my first ever reserve game. I broke my jaw. I have 2 steel plates in my jaw. My chin's crooked, so my play wasn't just affected. Coming back from that, I was a little hesitant, going in for breakaways and things like that, and I kind of had a roller coaster through training and just a lot of different emotions, and it was difficult going from being on the bench and starting in a reserve team game, and then not really playing. Shortly after that, we had a coaching change, which was interesting. I've never really had a big coaching change like that before. I've always had one coach in club, one coach in residency. So that was interesting, something different to deal with, something new. And through that, there was a lot of personnel change within the team. A lot of my good friends that I became with got traded or got let go, so that was difficult. My first year was very beneficial because I learned how to come back from a big injury. I learned how to deal with coaching changes. I learned that, it can be your best friend one day and then they move 2 days later. So it was definitely beneficial as much as it was difficult. When I found out I was going to come to Tampa Bay, I kind of, it was good because, I'm finally going to get games. And then I kind of took myself out of the picture, and I looked at the situation from someone else's point of view. And I am still a 19-year-old. And, you don't really hear of a 19-year-old goalkeeper even being on a roster. And I was on the bench of a couple of MLS games at 17. So it's pretty bizarre that to kind of expect myself to be playing at this point. Obviously, I know what I can do and I know my abilities, and I would like to be playing. But at the end of the day, it's still, this kid's 19. If I could have done anything differently, I don't necessarily know that I would have. A lot of good things happened in Dallas. My career's kind of been a little slower than I've expected and would have hoped for, but I can always go back to college. The opportunity that presented itself at that time, I couldn't really pass up. So I probably would have done the same thing. Just maybe wouldn't have gone in for that tackle to break my jaw. My goals for this season is to get experience in good games and finally prove to people that I'm not just potential, but that I am a talented goalkeeper. I know what I'm doing, and I know it's not going to come right away, but I believe in myself, and I have a great team that believes in me, and a good coaching staff that is confident in my ability. So it's just I'm just really looking forward to to proving people right when when Dallas drafted me at 17 that I was a good pickup, and that I'm going to have a good, successful, long career and keeping the American standard of goalkeepers high.